added a custom domain, my.hostbilling.co.uk, and we just added the DNS records with Google. It's been 20 minutes or so. I've clicked this cog and click verify, and you can see this domain now has a green tick, it's verified. I now want to make my.hostbilling.co.uk. I want that to be my default domain. So I'll click that to be my default domain, and then I'm going to edit this one, which is the temporary one. I'm going to disable login for clients. So now my Upmind instance runs on also my.hostbilling.co.uk. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and set up email forwarding. You can see, by the way, I can still use this URL here, or I can use my.hostbilling. For ease, we'll just use this tab. So Upmind has an inbuilt support system. That support system is one where clients can create support tickets in their profile. So if I add an example client, and if I was to impersonate this client, you will see that I could create a ticket here. And then in my admin area, if I went to support, you would see I have this ticket here with my client. One of the really powerful things that we want to set up right at the start is we want to set up email piping so that customers can email me at, for example, support@hostbilling.co.uk, and it will come straight through to my email system. So to do that, I go to settings, and then I go to service desk. Here I can create departments. So let's create one, let's call it support. I'm going to make this the default department. So this is the department that by default, any new tickets will go to. And then I'm going to create a destination mailbox. Now the destination mailbox is where I'm going to send or forward all the emails I want to pipe to this department. So I'm going to pipe it to support at this. And I just need to copy this. Can't copy that. We will improve that. But basically, I need to copy this URL. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to here, which is where I registered this domain. With Google, they provide free email forwarding. So I'm going to go to email, and then I'm going to go to forwarding. I'm going to go support@hostbilling. I want to forward to support at, and then this is the domain here. Add. So there's one thing I need to do also here, which is that the way we verify that your forwarder is approved is we need the domain where it's at to be added to this list. We don't need to add DNS records or anything, it just needs to be in this list. That's how we can prove that legitimate emails are being forwarded. So now that's added, I'm going to go back to Google, I'm going to resend verification email. So any minute now, we should have an email from Google. I will click this. So that forwarder is now set up. So if and I'm going to do this off screen so you won't see it. If I send an email to support@hostbilling.co.uk, I'm going to send. So now behind the scenes, what's happening is I sent an email from my email to support@hostbilling.co.uk. The forwarding that's set up with my domain provider, Google Domains, has forwarded this over to my custom service desk, basically piping forwarder. And then any second now, you will see it come through here. And now it takes a little bit of time. While that does that, let me just show you some other options in terms of the service desk which you might want to set up. Ticket reference is the reference that you want to go put on ticket. So I'm going to start mine with HB. These are the number of days after which you'd like to close a ticket automatically. I think that's a bit too long. I'm going to close it after 3. I'm going to send someone a notification 2 days after. So the day before it closes, they'll get a notification. Priority, I'm happy with. Low. Cancellation request, I don't want to create tickets for that. Email pipe, this is slightly more complicated. This is for if you wanted a contact form on your website that then piped into this, you could create a reply to address, which would then pipe it into the system. So let's just save those settings for now. Right, now if we go to support, hopefully you're seeing my test here. Test, you can see, this is actually the test we did. There we go, set email test. So this has come from my email. You can see there's an email test. I can test back as my reply. Then what Upmind does is if someone's not a client and they send you an email, they send it to you as a lead. So they get created as a lead. So all of these emails are people who've emailed us but don't have a client account. So if I now go to this one, this is one I created. I could add notes against myself. Here I can see the tickets I've created. And here I can see the email history. There's no email history. That is the basics of the support system. We've now got email piping set up. If I was to reply, I would have got an email back about this is seb@upmind.com, and I can now reply back to it, and then it will come back into the ticket. So basically, we've now set up very straightforward email piping.